Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 18th of October. This is for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now, as ever, I'm going to give you the key strands for the week in a brief overview and then dive deep into each zodiac sign. So this week, the key features are that, yes, Jupiter and Mercury go direct on Monday. Jupiter is the planet of growth, of traditional astrology, of good fortune, and it's also the planet of expansion. So over the last 4 months, as it rewound from the sign of Pisces and back into the sign of Aquarius, we have found perhaps that some of our social aspirations have kind of been a case of 2 steps forwards and 1 step back. We can see in some parts of the world, for example, that COVID lockdown has been imposed in a much more stringent way, other areas a bit freer. But Mercury going direct in the sign of relating, Libra, is definitely something to appreciate. Also, the ruler of Libra, Venus, is in a fine link with Mercury and also Saturn this week. So those constructive relationships can really take a step forwards in a way which we're going to be pleased about. Also, Mars, the planet of passion, in the sign of Libra still, is forging an awesome angle to Jupiter for much of this week. So around a group situation or where we feel a sense of unity around a shared idea, again, a lot of thrust and speeding up. A contractual situation could also be resolved this week. But the Sun does square up to Pluto through the week. And Wednesday's full moon in the sign of Aries is kind of deep and passionate because of that square from Pluto to the moon and also the Sun. It's sort of pivoted in a T-square. And if there are deeper relationship problems around perhaps some leverage or coercion, or someone seems to always have to be in charge and not embracing the more equilibrium credentials of Libra, that could see some politics burst into the open, which may need to be resolved. And then on Saturday, the Sun returns for the first time in 11 months to the deep dive sign of Scorpio. Now, the whole progress of the planets through the sign of Libra has been very much the conversation. The movement of the Sun into the sign of Scorpio is to understand what that conversation was really about. So anything about shared resources, intimacy, sexuality, in terms of a more practical context, anything to do with investments, entrepreneurship, legacies, pensions, savings, all of these things can come under the astral microscope over the next 4 weeks. Now, please stay with me for your deep dive on each of the zodiac signs. But if you are new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Also, if you'd like to get your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, I've been writing them for over 25 years. My work features around the world on some of the biggest platforms out there, so you can subscribe for free below. Or with year 2022 racing up quickly, grab your 2022 personal forecast. And if you order now, you'll get the rest of this year 3, plus a character analysis and 30% off. Please see the link beneath this video and gain searing insights for your prospects ahead. Hello Virgo, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 18th of October. Whenever Mercury is retrograde, the signs that it governs, which is Gemini and yours of Virgo, are more likely to be impacted by this. So the fact that Mercury ends a retrograde which began on the 27th of September is definitely something to celebrate for you. And it could mean that some news you've been waiting about a financial matter can be resolved. Also, Jupiter, the planet of growth and hope and good fortune, that goes forwards in your 6th house of life organization. So the two could be linked, especially as Mars in the sign of Libra, along with Mercury, that collaborates brilliantly with Jupiter this week. So I think that there can be something that just really gets going this week, which will absolutely delight you. Now, Venus is in your sector of the home, family, and emotions. And Venus is about relating, it is about money, but it's also about aesthetics. So in the fourth house, this could see you busy making some final attunements, ready perhaps to invite people around for Christmas. So if you're getting out the decorators' books in terms of colour schemes or wallpapers or fabrics, you could make some very firm decisions this week, which are very constructive and very positive. And then, as the week draws to a close on Saturday, the Sun fires its way into the sign of Scorpio, and you're going to find that your situation speeds up. There's been a lot to do with trying to understand some core foundational issues, things to do with money, but also to do with security, and even, I might add, your self-worth. So the delays are making way for something that's speeding up. By the end of this week, I think you'll want to use your mental faculties in a much more interactive way with others. You could see siblings visit, or perhaps some kind of pleasurable events with people in your immediate neighbourhood.